Kate Miller-Fulcher to Toni Create, and this is week 16, guys, of Scrimping Mommy's Multimedia Collage channel. Challenge. You can find her on Facebook and YouTube. I've put her YouTube channel link down below. You can find her there. So, today we have a Japanese theme, guy, and it's called Japanese Beauty. Isn't she gorgeous? So while we're inking, let me tell you about this piece of cloth I have here. This is a Japanese form of, well, I would call it patchwork, because it originated as a way to repair clothing, and now it's become an art form, and it's called sashimi. Thing. So you use a very long needle and you load the completely different to how I was taught to sew, and it's cotton, and there's a leather thimble which is too expensive for me to buy. Yeah, so it's I've did a few samples like this. I bought like a starter kit on Amazon, and I worked away, and I just love it. It's actually quite therapeutic. And if you go just Google sashimi, whatever, I hope I'm saying that right, on YouTube, you'll find loads of videos and of people doing it. So I thought I'd put it on here and make my whole collage on. I'm leaving all the bits and pieces sticking out. I'm not going to change any of that. And then these buildings that you see around on all are actually temples. So, oh, goodness gracious, now my ignorance is showing. What do they? Are they Buddhists in Japan? I think. Not sure, but yeah, so they are all over the place, some bigger than others, so that's part of the Japanese culture. I think I might just put him like that. Then, okay, we have these sayings here. This one says beauty and mystery. I've just chopped off the beauty. Like water, we find our own path, which is, if you are directionless, that's exactly how you're going to find your path, because the water finds the easiest. Let me close this after last week's. You will find the easiest path. There's a scripture that says, submit your ways to the Lord, to God, and He will make your path straight. So yeah, that's what I do. Right, these stickers came from Japan. When my daughter's actually in Japan, English teacher's assistant, and when she came home for Christmas last year, she brought me these stickers. Now that's too bright for our thing. Now this I might do, like, I thought I might do like a sort of a row here. So we might do like trees and mountains and whatever down here, and then on the top here we can do things like the temples. And so I think I'm going to do that first, and I'll tell you why, just so that I can see. I need more space for these ones. They're a little bit bigger, so let's just take all of that off like that. Let's get these down. So yeah, she says she got this in a shop. It's like 3 stories high and just full of stuff. I don't think it's all crafting. She says I think one of the floors was like stickers. And okay, so let's just work away. I don't know if we have to do I want the more flatter ones. If we have to do glue, but that's okay if they come off. I find with washi stickers, if you just give them a good old iron with the finger, they're all right. and that's Mount Fuji, I think. We'll stick here. We don't want two mountains next to each other. Let's get some more trees. Just trying to see where I am. Some more trees, and there's another tree. There, and then I think we can put, just showing some Japanese countryside. I will just see how that works. All right. Okay, what else have we got here? We need a bit of a white background to see what we're looking at. Here's another tree that's blowing in the wind. That is quite funky. And then, of course, we have to put a cherry blossom, don't we? Come on. Thank you. And the final one is a cherry blossom. There we go. Okay, so that's that collage. Now we know where to stick this. Oh, I like that. That actually looks quite nice. I think I might just chop these little bits off, for the simple reason is it might be a bit of a temptation to peel off. You know what I'm saying? It's just over the edge there. Be more secure if it's. Now take these off before you go and transplant them somewhere else, woman. Stick it on my tissue. Okay. Oh, that looks lovely. Oh, I like these transparent washies. Okay, so I'm gonna stick you down there. Okay, now this one we are going to, I think I might just, I don't want to risk, I don't want to cut the edge there. Okay, I think because we don't have much room now, we only have that sort of room. We can so that tree is a bit long. We can scoot it down a bit and have him going under. Yeah, and then we can put a fan. I don't know what these are. Oh, these are those little caps they wear, and there's a comb, and we can do something, and we can do an umbrella. It doesn't matter if it's sticking underneath. I would have liked to do the lady. We could do one of these temple things. Okay, so let's go. Okay, right, let's do the umbrella. So I'm going to stick it right up in that corner there, and I know I've got that sticking out the top, but we're just going to go like that. There we go. There's the umbrella, and then let's do one of these. Like that. Make sure we get it to the top. And the fan. Well, let's do a flower. A flower. There we go. And then let's get that on here so we can see. What we're going to do next. What's this? I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a little pouchy handbag, I suppose. Come on. origami, we have to put that down, don't we? We might end up hiding a bit, but I think we can just cut his tail off. Let's cut those off. Chop his tail off. Chop that bit off. There we go. What next? Should we do some more flowers? Do some more flowers. Can't really see those. Let's do another temple thing since we're going with the theme. And this one I'm going to stick right on the top there. Let me just cut this down before I stick. I need to stick that somewhere. I'm going to cut this bit down so we can get it closer, and I'm going to cut that bit down. There we go. So we are going to go like that. There we go. Okay, and then last one. Oh, the fan. I nearly forgot the fan, guys. There we go. That's it then. Let's get you right up in the corner there. And just chop off your... There we go. There's our fan. Okay, well, I like that. Okay, so now this one we are going to stick. I don't know, this pattern has a name, guys, but I can't remember and I don't have time to go. Oh, look, we fit the other way. We fit the other way, then we're hanging off the edges. Thinking. Should we do that? Actually, we have enough space to do it this way. Yeah, it is a little bit. This fabric wasn't cut straight, so it's not. And I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to leave it just like it is. Right, I think that's fine. Indecision again. Okay, now I'm going to do it the way I planned it because I've chopped off those stickers. Right, we're going to stick this fabric tack down on here. So what you do is you actually mark with chalk where you're going to be placing your stitches, and then you've got to keep track because the markings are kind of the same. Let's leave these out. Come on, mister. I'm going to leave these bits sticking out. Right, let's go. Okay. Stop, please. Right, let's go like that. And we're going this way, huh? Go that way. It's just that one tree that's okay. I was wondering how I was going to use these, guys. Thanks, Amanda. I was like, how am I going to use this? Right, now let's start this way. I definitely want this cherry blossom to come like it's hanging down from the top. Okay, and then we've got the temple. I kind of don't want to cover up too much of the stitching. So we might just kind of stick her over the thing. And then where's our beauty? That's the one I want. Beauty. Okay, I definitely want this one there. So let's go. Fabric tack. Here we come again. Okay. Okay, need some fingers. You're already blobbing out there, aren't you? Okay. Make sure I get the thin little bits. Yeah. It's a bit difficult with Fabri-Tac on this thin bits because it's quite sticky. Should actually stick this coming up. Make this one be under the... I'm going to do that quickly. Change my mind once again. Once again, I've changed my mind. Luckily with the Fabri-Tac it takes a bit to dry, so we should be good. Especially the way I'm slathering it on. Okay. Fingers, so that's coming up there. This is coming over here. Over here. She's going to go here and I'm going to put that there so we can still see our threads. Let me just get this, make sure this is down. Something, oh, that's part of the temple. Oh yeah, look what I've done here. Just glue everywhere, people. Glue everywhere. Come on. Okay. This is gonna stick, guys. This is so gonna stick. I want her to be the main. Right now, I think we're gonna do that there. Oh, I'm loving this. No, just trying to get the... I know this is a funky Fabri-Tac bottle. Right, and then that can go over there. Love, 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 and we've got all our elements there, and we've got our trees and whatnot there. Oh, I'm loving that. Thanks, Bronwyn. Thanks, Bronwyn, for bringing me the stickers. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Something a bit different. Oh, and I wanted to put this charm on. This charm. So, we are gonna... I'm going to put it on this side. I'm going to put it on this side. Let's go, and I'm putting a small hole. Yes, I'm putting a small hole. And then I've got, what teeny tiny colors do I have? I have here, I have black. We're gonna do black. Oh no, it's copper. Right, let's do that. With these big fingers. Let me see, is this big enough? Yep. I think I'm supposed to do a smaller one. I'm supposed to do a C. So then if that's C, this has to be 3. There we go. Nearly forgot. Okay, and then you put the sticky outy bit on the top. Make sure everything's aligned and squeeze. There we go. And then I'm gonna, hopefully this is gonna work. Stick that in there. There we go. A little pearl. There we go. So there we go. There's our writing board finished. So with a writing board, you can stick it in your journal, and that side's smooth to stick under your page to write. Oopsie. No, 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 no. There we go. Bit of fabric on there. Right. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your likes and subscribes and all that jazz, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheerio now.